First things first, let's pick up some new spells.
Hello again. You saved me from great agony. I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks. If you wish, however, I can teach you magic in trade for demon souls. But my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions. Why not try the magic of Great Sage Frake?
Yuri is a little strange. It's like she doesn't want us to use her overly super powerful spells.
Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft? It would honor me to assist one such as you, but... Are you sure?
Hell yes, we want to learn witchcraft. And we want to learn witchcraft because of Firestorm. Firestorm takes up 3 entire spell slots and costs half of our total max MP right now. But it is so worth it. It creates large columns of fire all around you. It can hit enemies multiple times. They get bounced around in it in the case of bosses. And it just is insane amounts of damage. And we're also going to pick up Ignite, which is, you've probably seen it before. It's the one where you just hold your hand out and a quick burst of fire comes out. It's about the same speed as a melee attack. Maybe a bit slower than something from the rapier. But, with new spells in hand, we run into Bior, who doesn't seem to be particularly sold on our ability to get the job done. And I just noticed that this audio is missing as well. Gives a new meaning to awkward silence. I like Bior and all, but he better watch who he's talking to. Frostina knows Firestorm now, and all bets are off. Alright, so, at this point, my audio just kind of broke. Avicynth refused to accept it, so no game audio from the rest of it. This is problematic because the Archdemon area of the Valley of Defilement has some of the best music in the game. So when we get there, I'm going to go ahead and shut up and pipe it in so that you can listen. So this whole area, the Valley of Defilement, it's kind of a community created all around the Maiden Astrea, who is the nicest, most saintly Mother Teresa figure in this entire game. And is even and she's so, loving and kind, etc., that she's even willing to accept horrible abominations. Also, she has a demon soul, and is considered an archdemon. So, unfortunately, we have to go kill her. And she is currently residing in a very unpleasant plague swamp, full of horrible plague babies. And whatever we do, we don't want to actually go into the swamp. Additionally, since, she's basically just a saint, she's not going to fight us herself. That's why she has her minion Garl Vinland. And, well, he's actually a pretty tough guy in the vein of Hovel the Rock, but we'll meet him soon enough. For now, please enjoy. Alright, now that we finish off all the worshippers, let's talk about Garl Vinland. He's a nasty little bugger, and if you really wanted to, you could snipe him from up there. But that's not particularly sporting, so we're going to go ahead and engage him in single combat. He is the original Havel the Rock. He fights using a gigantic club, which he can two-hand and probably kill me in one hit with. Of course, I've got, second chance enabled, which is good, but it's, again, one of those attacks that slams you down and forces you to get up, and that often leaves you ripe to be hit by second and fatal blow. So, challenge 1 is getting down there from the left. It's kind of hard to see where the path is at times, especially when your screen's a bit darker. But whatever you do, you want to hug the walls so that you definitely don't fall off. And right there is the strategy that we're going to want for Garl Vinland. He is essentially immune to magic, having a 100% magic block shield, and armor with incredibly good magic resistance as well. But he is weak to fire, so I'm going to use the upgraded épée rapier to battle him. I was going to try to use Ignite, but he got by it. His attacks come out a lot faster than you'd think for a weapon so basically strong and large. Fortunately, he is programmed to back off if you get far enough away from him. That lets you set him up for a firestorm. Unfortunately, I didn't really connect with much of that firestorm. And he's also, strong against it, seeing as it was a spell. So the most effective strategy is basically going to be, as that message above said, we wanted to parry him and backstab him. And just to, if you didn't know how strong his attacks were, he did just send me flying up a hill. Wasn't fatal though, very interesting. I believe I had my shield up, and that's what saved me. What I really want to do... There we go. Alright. Since he's on the ground, I can get around him. And that allows us to play the backstab game, since we're now out of the small hallway. There's more room to maneuver here. That'll let us strafe around him and get him in the back. Really, he's quite easy once you get the timing down. Much easier than a human player. Which, of course, the developers had thought of, which is why they made the old monk fight. We're not going to get to that till next week. And I suppose now the only thing left to do is claim our prize. It's really a bummer. You're just a pretty nice person overall in a world full of assholes. It's a shame to have to kill her. Except we don't have to kill her because she's apparently so nice that she even kills herself. It's very grim, Nothing, you don't really feel like you won. I don't like it. Makes you think, though.